Once you're done with your works cited page and everything is in the proper MLA order, everything is alphabetized, you've got your hanging indent, everything looks good. Now you're going to go do your internal citations. With the internal citations, you're going to take the first word, however it shows up in your works cited page, that's what you use for your internal citations. If it's in article title, which means it's in quotes in your works cited page, it's going to state in quotes in your internal citation. If it's the author's last name, it's not in quotes, then you just leave it as is, as you see it. If the first word is the same in multiple sources, then we're going to take the first two or whatever gives you enough to differentiate from your other sources. So this one would be Harley Davidson. This one would be Harley Heroes, both in quotes because they are in quotes. They're the article title. So I'm going to go back up into my paper and I'm going to see how I differentiate it. So here's a quote, okay? Only by writing one can you really begin to understand. So this is a direct quote, so I have to have my internal citation immediately after the quote. And so I reminded myself where I got it. Source 1, paragraph 2. So I'm going to go to source 1. My first source is abortion. So I'm going to take this first word in quotes, I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to replace the words source 1 with my internal citation. I'm going to get rid of the periods because we don't put any periods in our internal citations. And then I'm just going to have a space after my close quote, one space, the paragraph number, my close parentheses, and then the period goes outside the close parentheses, not at the end of the sentence. It goes at the end of the close parentheses, the end of my internal citation. So I'll do the same thing. Here's another quote. See, no period here. I've got the period at my end of my parentheses. So I'm going to go to source 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This day. I'm going to put this day just because this is kind of awkward. Like if you have the or you would take the second word. Because this is a little bit longer than just an or a the, I'm going to take the first two. And I'm going to paste it right there. It is an article title, so I'm going to put it in quotes. I have my one space, my paragraph number, my closed parentheses, and my period. Guys, that's what you're going to do for all of your direct quotes. If you don't have a direct quote, it doesn't matter. You still have to cite your facts. So whatever facts sources I got these facts for, at the end of every paragraph, you are going to put an internal citation. So I'm going to say that even though I have facts that are not direct quotes in here, they came from specific sources. They came from source 1, 3, and 5. So I'm going to find source 1. I'm going to copy that, replace it, source 1, remove my period. And when I have multiple sources, I'm going to separate those with a semicolon. So close quote, semicolon, space. Then I'm going to go find my source 3, which is going to be Harley Davidson, because again, we've got two Harleys, so we've got to take both words. Let me go back up here. Close quote, semicolon, space. And I'm going to find source 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Author's last name. Copy that. Close parentheses, period. Easy peasy lemon squeezy.